3, 2, 1. That was epic. Smoke grenade photography. Get it behind you. Okay, get him with the water. Oh, that's fantastic.
I think the key is to listen to the people that are taking the photos and like telling you where to smoke it out, sort of thing.
Hey everybody, Rob here with Jonas and the whole crew. We are going to show you a very interesting camera technique using smoke grenades. All right, now the whole premise behind this is you're gonna take a smoke grenade, something that looks like this. You can pull the tab, smoke's gonna go out, and then you're gonna get shots that look like this. So Serge and I did a few test shots last week, and we have a list of things that we'd like to share to get you prepared for your first time shooting with smoke grenades. Well, first of all, it's like you've got this gas mask on and it's like kind of claustrophobic. Last time, Haley was in a red dress and a wedding dress. It's all about the costumes. Now this particular technique, it's gonna take a couple of hours to shoot, and I would suggest getting 8 grenades. Each one costs about $6 to $8. The first thing to consider is your location. Here are a few shots we found online that, well, I really like. The woods, the water, the backlight on all of these really interesting features. Now for convenience of our test run, we thought we'd just wait and get the sun behind us. So we're gonna shoot towards the sun. The sun's gonna give a nice rim light on Mike. And then the idea is that we'll use these strobes over here to light up his face. So you ready with the lights? Number 2, strobes. Serge is the king of that, so tell us what you're using, Serge.
This is all you need. This flash point has what's called high-speed sync. The high-speed sync allows you to use shutter speeds over and above what you can use with just a regular flash that goes on top of the camera.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's much bigger than your traditional speed light that just goes on top of your camera. So the power of the light is so much more. We position the flash in front of the person so that way we can expose everything properly.
We're in the woods, it's dark. We got a couple of lights right here, just little bits. And then we got a strobe back there. And we got a strobe up there. So a backlit strobe and a strobe to light up your face. See what it looks like. Now I definitely found the shots with the strobes work best, but you can also get some nice shots without it. These are ones that didn't have any strobe. But if you are using the strobes, we found that there's a trick to getting good strobe shots with Haley. In particular, have her look into the strobe. Number 3, props. The key to this whole thing is props. So that's why we're upping our game this time. Soviet style, World War I gas mask. It just doesn't make sense if you're in a t-shirt to shoot what we're doing. So for instance, I've got this whole gig on and I've got a gas mask. Everybody over here has got different things that they're gonna be wearing.
You guys might recognize this from World War II Power Glove.
So I hope that turned out well. I don't know.
Serge has a hunting outfit.
Well, I think it looks pretty cool, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Would you recommend a better prop than this?
Probably, yeah.
Or smoke movement. Haley's the master, so I asked her for some advice.
That's right, I'm just here in my pretty dress. Okay, but there really are a few things that you have to know when you're working with the smoke. Number 1, if you fling it around too fast, it's gonna really look crappy. You have to control where the smoke goes as it billows out. Really, one thing that you want to do is be able to move it slowly so it billows out. And a technique that I found that really works is smoking up the background. So if you're the model here in this case, in the wedding dress, in your actual wedding dress, you get in the pose so you're facing the camera, you smoke up the background, and then when you make your final motion, you go slowly across your body, and then you have a couple of seconds before the smoke billows back in your face, which brings me to another point, wind direction. You either want it coming just a little breeze at you or hardly any at all, and that's basically because you want to get a really nice crisp picture of whoever or whatever your subject is without the smoke in their face. And you're gonna have a limited amount of time to do that based on where they have their smoke coming. Smoke grenades get really hot, so you can either hold it at the end, the not flaming end, obviously, or do what I did, which was wear a glove. And also when you're shooting them off for the first time, this little piece goes flying and it's on fire, so make sure you're not looking at it. It can go many different directions, so just be careful. If you're really a careful person, you should probably wear eyewear. And it gets really hot. I have burned my wedding dress, as you can see. So it can burn just about anything, and this may have just actually been a spark that came off, so be aware of that. So some really neat things to be able to do is, everybody likes to shoot in beautiful, perfect light, but if you have the light from the sun coming behind you, you can get the light rays coming through the smoke, and it is gorgeous. It is the money. It is so beautiful, but obviously you just have a very limited time.
Sun has set. We're changing things up a little bit. We're gonna try to get a moody forest scene.
And obviously you can always have help. You can have someone else smoke up the background. You can have people underneath who are letting the smoke billow up. Then you have more time. You've got more chances to get something right if you're coordinated. Or you can darken up the images by getting a really old gas mask and being a super creepster. So that's the difference between me and Rob. I am in a wedding dress. He has on a gas mask, and Jonas has no shirt on.
We're gonna put on the gas mask, quickly strip down to your underwear. How can people learn more about what you're doing?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Earth Captured, or you can go on my website, earthcaptured.com.
And if you want even more information, in the details below, you can find Rob's article all about this whole process, so you can get even more information.
Thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna leave links to Mike's work and Serge's work in the links down below. Definitely check them out, follow them on Instagram. A big thanks, by the way, to our patrons who are letting us do all of this stuff. Very, very thankful for that.
If you found this insanity useful, please hit the like button. And when you do your own, please go ahead and put it in the comment section. We'd love to see what you've got there. And also, just for fun, if you have somebody, say like Jonas, you make sure that they go shirtless, you spray some water on them just to see what'll happen. Is the shot better with the shirt off? Is it better if we spray him down with water? These questions have to be answered, so.
This is extremely fun right now. We've got some backlighting going on back here. Rob set up some loom cubes, and yeah, the shots are turning out freaking epic.